Good morning, everyone. Here we are back again at virtual preschool. It's been, oh my goodness, it's been over 2 weeks since I've seen you all. And I'm excited to see my kids today for small group and on Thursday for small group. So, a lot has happened in the last couple weeks. We had some holidays. We had a change in the season. Yeah, so let's find out, first of all, before we find out what the season is now, let's find out what day of the week it is. So remember before the holiday, I said I was going to I had made some new calendar things, days of the week, calendar, weather, all that. I made some new ones. I've been wanting to do that for a while. So I need to move this back down here. These are our new days of the week, and they'll normally be hanging up over here. But since they are kind of smaller, I wanted to make sure you could see them. So let's go ahead and do the days of the week. So here we go. So, that's kind of a glare. So the last day of school we had before our 2-week break was Thursday. So we had 2 weeks of no school. So we have to go through 2 weeks here. So Thursday was our last day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, back to Thursday. There's 1 week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, back to Thursday again. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So today is Tuesday. Yes, so we have a little rainbow arrow and we're going to move that up onto Tuesday. All right, so Tuesday is our day today, and I'm going to just kind of pin that up there like that. All right, so let's go on over here and figure out what the month is. It's not December anymore. We have a whole new month. The month is now called January, and I'm going to pull that down and show it to you. And on this January card, we have a snow person, and we have a hat, and we have a mitten, right? Because in January, often in Michigan, we have lots of snow, so we can build snow people, and we have to wear hats and mittens, right? So January. So January started last week on Friday. So we need to go all the way back to last week when we were not in school and start the numbers there. So we have a pattern again. All right, these are new calendar numbers. You guys weren't at the preschool last year. Most of you weren't, so you don't remember my old numbers, but these are new ones. So number 1 has a snow person on it. So we're gonna put that up there under Friday. So 1, what number comes after 1? 2, number 2 has a hat. So we'll put 1, 2. What comes after 2? 3. And number 3 has a mitten. All right, so 1, 2, 3. We need to do 2 more to get to Tuesday. 1, 2, 3. What comes next? 4. All right, now here is where our pattern starts again. So snow person, hat, mitten. So we're going to start the pattern over again. So our number 4 has a snow person. All right, we need to do 1 more. So snow person, hat, mitten, snow person. What's going to come next? Remember, it's the same as here. Yes, number 5 with a hat on it. There we go. All right, so today, let's say the whole date. Today is, I've got this cord there. Today is Tuesday, January 5th. And guess what? It's not only a new month and a new season, it is also a new year. It is the year 2021 or 2021, depending on how you want to say it. Now, yes, we have a new season. So when we left school, it was, let me think about this. Was it still, yes, I think it was still fall technically, way over there. I'm pretty sure you can see it in the picture. It was still fall, but over the last couple weeks, it changed to the season of winter. And so I put some pictures up here, some winter pictures with lots of snow. That one even has some Christmas lights in it because Christmas comes just kind of at the beginning of winter, all right? And then I have, now this is going to be hanging up here normally, but it's kind of hard to see. It's a little 4 seasons, what do you call this? I don't even know what you call it. But in any case, it shows the 4 seasons, a little spinner. So the last season was fall or autumn, right? You can see the leaves on the tree there. So we're going to switch now over to winter. There's a snow person, see? Some snowflakes in the air, right? So I'm going to kind of stick this right up here so we can see the winter there. All right, so winter, January, winter, New Year 2021, and we need to figure out what the weather is outside at your house. And here is our new weather chart. Now, when you come to school, in school, like in person in the classroom, we will be figuring out what the weather is at school, and we will have some more of those little rainbow arrows, and we will be putting them on our weather chart according to the weather. All right, so let's see here. When you look out the window today, is it partly cloudy? Is it cloudy? Is it sunny? Is it, let's see, snowy? Is it stormy? Is it rainy? Or is it windy? So figure out what the weather is like at your house. And then our temperature thing is a little different, right? We used to have these little frogs with the different temperatures. Now we have what looks kind of like a thermometer, all right? And it has different levels of temperature, all right? So it has burning hot, warm, cool, cold, and freezing cold, all right? So it has a few more different words for the temperatures outside. So you'll step out your door and figure out if it's burning hot, warm, cool, cold, or freezing cold, all right? So freezing cold, if you would like to know, is anything that would be under the temperature of 32 degrees, all right? Because that is freezing, the freezing point, all right? So anything under 32 degrees, you could have your mom or dad look at an outdoor thermometer or check their weather app on their phone to find out what the actual temperature is outside. And sometimes we do that at school too, but since I'm recording this a day before, I'm not going to look at the temperature the day I'm recording it, because it might be a different temperature than the day you're watching it, right? Okay, so we are going to be talking about the season of winter all this month, all different things about winter, okay? So I have our first book that we're going to read that we know is going to be about winter, right? So let's find out what this book is called. Let's pull it out of our mystery envelope. All right, so this book is called It's Winter, and it's just all about the winter time. All right, so here we go. It's winter. And I had to tape this a little bit, so it's a little funky when I open it now. But I chase and zigzag here and there, catching snowflakes in the air. They land on my face and on my hair. I stick out my tongue and catch one. Yum. Have you ever caught a snowflake on your tongue before? The next time it snows, if you haven't done that, you'll have to try it out. Flakes and flakes and flakes float down, down, down. Some melt, but some stick when they touch the bare ground. I can hardly wait to wake up and see how deep the snow will finally be. We just had some snow recently, didn't we? We're all bundled up in warm snowsuits with scarves and hats and mittens and boots. The snow's so bright we have to squint. Each step we take, we sink, 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 making deep footprints. You see the dog is wearing a coat too. My dog gets cold in the winter too. He needs to wear a coat. It's winter. We make snow angels and build a snowman and snow lady. They sparkle brightly in the sun. I don't even feel cold. I'm having so much fun. Bare tree branches reach up high, sketching brown tree patterns in the sky. There's a tap, tap. I look up and see a woodpecker pecking at a tree. We have quite a few woodpeckers often at our house. Come to the bird feeder. They're pretty cool. My breath comes out in small white puffs. I trudge in my snow boots, going squeak, crunch, crunch. The air's so cold it freezes the hairs inside my nose. Brrr. You can kind of see the puff of condensation when she breathes coming out of her mouth there. One day I get a letter from my grandma and grandpa who live down south in Florida. They say it's hot and sunny. Ooh, that seems strange and funny. Our winters are so different. It's hard to believe. But see, here's a photo of them sunning on the beach. A lot different than here, right? Meanwhile, here up north, in caves where I can't see, little brown bats are hibernating. We talked a little bit about that in the fall, right? About hibernating. They don't eat or move. They barely breathe. They all huddle together and sleep, sleep, sleep. Inside this hollow tree, there's a honeybee hive. The honeybees hardly seem alive, but they're staying warm by crowding together, all taking turns, huddled in the center. The center would be the warmest place, right? It's winter. Way, way down under my feet, turtles, snakes, and earthworms are fast asleep. Groundhogs are also curled in sleep. Their hearts go so slowly, they barely beat. They are down there. Let's see, where's the trying to find the turtles. I don't see them. Chipmunks sleep underground on piles of nuts and seeds. Sometimes they wake up, take a quick snack, and then go back to sleep. Shh. So we will be talking more about animals in winter this month too. We skate around on the frozen pond, and way under the ice, down in the soft mud, dragonfly nymphs are fast asleep, and so are hibernating frogs. It's winter, but even here up north, not all the animals are asleep. Deer come to eat the tender twigs and bark of trees. Gray squirrels leap from branch to branch and tree to tree. Whee! There it is. Every day I scatter bird seed. Then lots of birds swoop down to eat. We get sparrows, cardinals, blue jays, and chickadees. They eat and cheep, cheep, cheep. The sun sets early, the days seem short. Even before dinner, it's already dark. We search the night sky for winter constellations. Look up there, I see Orion. The moon glows with a soft, creamy light, and ooh, there's a halo around it tonight. I spot a snowshoe hare, just sitting there. Its white coat blends in with the snow. But soon, in the spring, its fur will turn brown to blend with the ground. One day, we notice that some snow is melting. The sun feels stronger. The ground is getting warmer. Soon, very soon, spring will be here. But right now, it's still winter. We slide down smooth and slippery hills. Whee! Watch us go. Oh, I hope we get another snow. It's winter. It's winter. Whoopee for winter. Wonder if any of you have been sledding recently. We have had just enough snow to go sledding. All right, so that was a lot of information about winter, wasn't it? So let me go ahead and show you some of the work in your take-home packet this week. Your January calendar will be going home for next week's packet, all right, because it was not ready to print yet before the break, all right? So that will be coming out next for next week. So in your packet, though, you have a new self-portrait paper. This is me in January. So you're going to think about how you've changed since December and draw all your parts. Think about all your parts on your body. You're going to draw a picture of yourself on there, okay? And then we have our reading log. All right, so remember to remind your mom and dad to make some copies of this, because I'm pretty sure you're going to read more books in this month than there are snowflakes on this paper. All right, so remember, each time you read a book, you're going to color in a snowflake. All right, we also have a Counting Snowmen book. Now, if I had made this book, I would have called it Counting Snow People, because not all snow people are snowmen, right? We have snowmen, we have snow women, snow girls, snow boys, all different kinds of snow people. But this one was written by somebody else, so it is called Counting Snowmen. So you're going to open it up, and on the first page, it has a number 1, and I went ahead and traced it. You can see I did this with the 4's class for their circle time yesterday. So I traced the number 1. And so it says 1 snowman with a black hat, all right? So I colored in the snowman's hat in the color black, all right? I traced the number 1 for 1 snowman and colored in the hat black because it said it had a black hat. All right, number 2, I'm going to trace the number 2. It says 2 snowmen with red scarves. So I'm going to trace the number 2, and then I'm going to color in the scarves the color red. All right, and so we have all the numbers. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then on the last page, there's another spot where you can trace the numbers and count the snow person heads. All right? So that's another activity you can do, and then you'll have your own little book that you can read. All right, now this is something that's very important and that we work on a lot when we come to preschool in the building. So I would really love it if you guys worked on this at home too. All right, so this, let's see here. Actually, let me put this back so you can see. In your packet, you have something that looks like this. It says Getting Ready in Winter. All right, oh, looks like I forgot a pencil here. I have one down here. Nope, okay, I'm just gonna use my little crayon here and write my name, Miss Mika. All right, and then I'm gonna take my little paper strip off, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut in between each of these pictures. You see we have pictures of the different things that we put on in winter. So mittens, boots, hat and scarf, coat, and snow pants. All right, so I'm going to take my scissors. Remember, you always have your thumb up, thumb in the top, 2 or 3 fingers in the bottom, helper hand holding the paper, and I'm going to cut on these dotted lines in between each of these different kinds of snow clothes. All right. Now, when moms and dads help us get dressed at home, a lot of times they like you to put on your mittens before your coat. Now, that is a great idea to try to keep your mittens tucked into your coat. But if you have your mittens on before your coat, you cannot zip your own coat. So we do things a little differently at preschool, all right? At preschool, we start, well, first of all, we take off our shoes, right? And the first thing that we put on at preschool is our snow pants. There's the snow pants, all right? So you're gonna put your snow pants on first when you get dressed to go outside. So I'm gonna put some glue on the back of my snow pants here, and I'm going to stick it on here. So number 1 is snow pants. First thing we put on to go outside is snow pants. All right. The second thing we put on at preschool before we go outside is our boots. So here's my boots. Okay, snow pants, boots. All right, first is snow pants, second is boots. Let's figure out what third is. Let's see, the third thing we're going to put on when we go outside is our coat or our jacket. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of that one. And I'm going to stick that on there. So, snow pants first, boots second, coat third. Next thing is a hat, and if you have a scarf, some people have scarves, some people don't. Hat is next. Stick that on number 4. All right, so first is snow pants, second is boots, third is coat, fourth is hat and scarf if you have one, and the last thing that we put on is our mittens. All right, because if we have our mittens on before we put our coat on, we can't zip our own coat. All right, and I know you all want to learn to zip your own coat. So mittens are last. All right, so first is snow pants, second is boots, third is coat, fourth is hat and scarf, and fifth is mittens. Now, you can hang this up at home by where you get your things on, and this will help you to remember what goes on first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. All right, and just make sure to remind mom and dad mittens go on last. All right, and another thing, and I think I put this in the email that I sent out before the break, that I recommend mittens for kids unless they can put their gloves on all by themselves. All right, because if you have gloves, most preschoolers have a really hard time putting on gloves all by themselves. And what we really want kids to start doing in preschool is putting on their snow clothes all by themselves. All right, so mittens for preschoolers, and they go on last. Okay, so that is what I have to show to you today. I will see some of you today at small group, all right, and I hope everyone comes for that today that is signed up for today. And I will see everyone else on Thursday for circle time and the rest of you on Thursday for small group. All right, bye everyone.